Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to share with you guys my best of beauty. So these are just going to be my favorite like makeup items that I purchased or had or used in the year 2017. If you guys are seeing this video, it will most likely be the first day of 2018, so Happy New Year's. Also, I hope that you all had a wonderful holiday season, and I hope that you guys accomplish whatever goals you guys have for 2018. You go out and you accomplish those goals, whatever dreams you have, go out and accomplish those dreams. And yeah, you be the best version of you. I feel like 2017 was it was a cute year for me. I mean, for the most part, I had a lot of accomplishments, a lot of great things that happened in 2017. But I do also feel like I did have a lot of like trying and pressing things that happened in 2017. And it's weird because I feel like a lot of the people around me also went through some trying times as well in 2017. So I don't know, 2017 I felt like we kind of took the L a little bit. But my ring just fell off, oh well. But for the most part, I feel like everybody came out on top at the end of 2017. 2017 was overall a really good year. I started my color bar series. I was more active with my blog. I became part of like the reward style family as far as like, you know, being able to just really take my blog and what I do to the next level. Overall, I did go through some things, and you know, I am strong in my faith, and I just feel like, you know, not to be too sappy or sentimental, but I do feel like God's not going to give you anything that you can't handle. So those of you that may have gone through stuff again in 2017, just know that it was all for a reason, it was all for a purpose, and this year you're gonna like freaking kill it, and you're gonna have a bomb ass year. Anyways, enough with that. I did just want to kind of show you guys the items and stuff and the products that I used or purchased in the year 2017. To get started, if you are not already following me, please be sure to follow me on my other social media platforms, plus my blog as well. You can keep up with like beauty tips and makeup and my IG stories and fashion and all that fun stuff right over on my social accounts. If you guys do like these kinds of videos, please feel free to give this video a like and a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe as well. But other than that, I don't really have much else to say. We'll go ahead and get right into the video. Guys, we'll go ahead and get right into it, and I'm just gonna go ahead and go in order of the way that I would like apply my makeup, and then just kind of go from there. First thing that I do when I apply my makeup is I always do my brows first, and one of the items that I have been loving this year is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I absolutely love this item so much. I just think that it is just a great little brow pencil. It has a spoolie on one end, and then on the other end it has the product. And I don't know, overall I just think it's a really good brow pencil. I think this brow pencil is like maybe $10, and it's just an overall good brow pencil. This is actually the brow pencil that I have on my brows right now. Been loving that this year. Once I'm done with my brows, I always go in and I spray MAC Fix Plus on my face, and I just had this little travel size one because I ran out of my big size one, and I had this travel size one, but I always go in and spray MAC Fix Plus on my face, and it just really hydrates my face and just keeps it like nice and moisturized and preps my face for my makeup. Once I'm done with that, I'll go in with the MAC Strobe Cream. I have been loving this strobe cream right here. This is the MAC Strobe Cream in the color Peach Light, and it's just a really pretty color. It's just really iridescent. It leaves your skin with a really nice glow to your skin. It just makes your skin look very glowy and just fresh and dewy, and just healthy. One of the other products that I really liked using this year was the Marc Jacobs Invisible Undercover Perfecting Coconut Base Primer. And this is what this product looks like. Obviously, I am all out of this, so I do actually need to purchase a brand new one of these, but I have gone through 2 of these already and I absolutely love this. The smell of it is perfect. It doesn't have that strong of a scent, like that strong of like a coconut scent to it, but I absolutely love it. Really wasn't using this as a primer, I was using this more of like a moisturizer, but absolutely love this. So I would go back and hold please. What I would do is I would go back and forth between these 2 products right here. Once I am done like moisturizing my face and adding all that stuff to my face, I would go in with my primer. And one of the primers that I absolutely adored this year was the YSL 2 Chocolat blurring primer, and this is what this looks like right here. It is more of a pricier primer, and it has, like, if you look up close, it has little reflects of like gold in it. Let me see if it'll show it, but it has little reflects of gold in it, and I absolutely love this primer. I just thought that it was so pretty and it's pore filling, and it's just, I don't know, it's just one of like those silicone based primers that I absolutely love this year, and I certainly want to purchase another one of these, but been loving it. And then another primer that I adored this year was the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Pore Refining Primer. And I haven't heard too many people talk about this primer, and it is a really, really, really good primer. It has almost like a nude tint to it, but this primer like fills in your pores, it smooths out your skin. It really just creates a really, really nice base to prep your skin for. No, to prep your makeup for. But yeah, it just creates like a really, really nice base, and I really adored this primer, and I started using this primer late in the year, but it's a really, really good one. Once I am done with my primer, I will then go in and add like some glow or some highlight or something to my face. And you guys know that I absolutely love using liquid illuminators, and so I have 4 liquid illuminators that I was using in rotation that sit on my vanity, that I basically used all year long. The first was the Marc Jacobs Do You Dewdrops, and this is the liquid illuminator, and it's just so pretty. This to me does smell like coconut, but I absolutely love this. I just thought that this was a gorgeous, gorgeous primer. It has a, not primer, illuminator. It has like a peachy golden tone, undertone to it, which is really, really nice. The next thing that I ended up using is the Milk Makeup Holographic Stick, and this is what this looks like, and it's just a great and all around like really good highlighting stick. It's really, really pretty. It has like, again, it's just really pretty, almost, I mean, holographic. That's really the best way to explain it. Almost like a holographic shift to it, but I absolutely love, love, love using this. I still use it. What I'll do is I'll put my primer and stuff on and then go in and add this to like the high points of my face, sometimes on my forehead, just to create like that really, really nice glow to the skin. But absolutely love that. The next is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Glow Illuminator in the color, oh no, this is not the right one, in the color Peach Fizz. And you guys can tell that I have been loving this so much because the writing and stuff is coming off of the front of it, but been loving this so much, and this is just such a good like liquid illuminator. If you guys follow ABH on Instagram, you know there was like a huge campaign for this. It certainly didn't disappoint. It's a beautiful, beautiful liquid illuminator. It sits beautifully on top of powders, on top of the skin, and it just has like that really, really nice glow to the skin. Last but not least, as far as liquid illuminators, which I love this so much, I accidentally broke it. But this was the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, and this is in the color Opal. This is like not a new product. I think this has been out for about 2-3 years now, so it's not nothing new. It's just I haven't really dabbled in the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors before, not the liquid kind. Like I have the powder highlighters, but never the liquid kind, and I love this so much. It's just a really, 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 really good liquid illuminator. This is actually what I have on right now. It's just a really good liquid illuminator. It's really pretty, and it's just, again, adds a beautiful glow to the skin. Moving on to foundation, there are 2 foundations and then like 1 tinted moisturizer, but that could really be used as a foundation that I loved all year long. And the first is the NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. It's this right here. This is just the perfect product if you are going for that makeup, no makeup look, or if you're hanging out by the beach, or if you're somewhere hot or tropical and you just want to add a little bit of coverage to your skin without putting on full-on foundation. This, love this. I wore this all summer long. When I went on vacation, I wore this. When I go and run errands sometimes and I want to cover up just a little bit but not be full on cake face, I will throw this on. It's just a great product, and yeah, I mean, it's they call it a tinted moisturizer, but honestly, y'all, it could really be used as a full-on foundation. Like, that's how full coverage it is. The next thing that I was using this year, and I bought multiple of these, was the Clinique Stay Matte Oil-Free Makeup. And I don't really think I've heard anyone talk about this as well, but this, oh my god, this is such a good foundation. This is such a good foundation. It is, like I said, it's oil free. It's great if you have oily skin. It just mattes your face, but it mattifies your face without drying it out. Like, it's not as heavy duty as like the Urban Decay all-nighter makeup. It's not as heavy duty as that, as far as like you put 1 drop on and bam, like it's super dry. With this, you can certainly work it in the skin, work it into the skin, but it's just an all-around beautiful foundation. And last but not least, as far as foundations, I still absolutely love the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I think this will always be like one of my forever loves, just because it's a beautiful foundation. It's actually what I'm wearing right now. It's a beautiful foundation, and yeah, I mean, they call it a demi matte finish, but I feel like it's a true matte finish. And this is one of those foundations that I can wear all year long, like every single month throughout the entire year. I can get away with this foundation without it caking off, without it breaking off, without it turning too oily, and it's just an all-around like perfect foundation. All right, so moving on, next I have 2 color correcting items that I adore. The first is going to be the Wet n Wild concealer and corrector, and this is what this one looks like right here. It's just an all-around like correcting slash concealer. It's a pretty orange color, but there is something about this color that is like the perfect color correcting color for deeper skin tone. And it's just a really nice color corrector, and it's, I mean, I want to say this was like $2 or $3. You can find it at basically any drugstore, and it's just an all-around phenomenal color corrector. And the next is going to be the Maybelline Master Camo Color Correcting Kit. You guys saw me actually use this in a video. Loved it so much, and it's just an overall really good color correcting kit. I really liked the tones of those 2 colors together, and it was just an all-around good product that I liked using. Next are going to be 2 concealers that I adored this year, and the first, without fail, of course, is going to be the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I started using this concealer at the end, I think, of last year or beginning of this year, and fell in love with it. And it's just an all-around phenomenal concealer. It's really good, it's full coverage, and it lasts all day, it doesn't crease, and it's just an all-around phenomenal concealer. I don't know, it's just something about this concealer that I just really like. Me alongside the rest of the world This is like one of those concealers that is so hyped up and talked about, and for good reason. And then next is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer, and this is what this one looks like. It comes in a little jar like that, but I absolutely love this concealer. I tend to go back and forth between these two, but for the most part, this one I feel like is the one that I've been using the most of. It's just an all-around phenomenal concealer. It's really creamy. It's just full coverage. It doesn't leave you with that cake face, and it's just something about this concealer that I just absolutely adore and absolutely love. And I've loved it all year long. I've loved it since the day I bought it, and every time I repurchase it, I still love it. But it's just, yeah, an all-around great concealer. Next thing that I love for the year 2017 was this thing right here. It's actually a setting powder. Sorry, it's getting everywhere. But this is the Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. And this is what it's look like. This is what it looks like. It's from the brand Too Faced, and you get a nice little jar of it. As you can see, I am like on my last. It's struggling in there. It's definitely time for a new one, but I really love this year. I didn't think that there was really going to be anything that could beat out my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, which I was using that too at like the beginning of the year, but I was like, you know what? Let me try something different. Let me try a different setting powder and just see what it's like. I mean, the worst that it's gonna do is it's gonna mess up my makeup and then I can return it. But I tried it, loved it, love this so much. I mean, this is such a good setting powder. So if you guys are in the market and you are looking for a good setting powder, I would highly recommend this. I'm done baking my face. I would then go in and set my face, and the setting powder that I've been loving is the Lancome Dual Finish Versatile Setting Powder. It comes in just a little compact like that, and it's just an all-around really good setting powder. I've used mine so much that it's falling out, but this is what it looks like. It's just a really good setting powder, and I have purchased I think 3 of these so far this year, and I love it. I just think it's full coverage. It really helps to like set your makeup in place, set your face in place, and it's just an all-around really good setting powder. Now I would go in and do my highlight and stuff, my powder highlight, and I have 4 highlighting powders that I just feel like brought it home this year. And the first of those is going to be 2 MAC highlighters, and they're in the colors Superb, which is like a really pretty pinkish rosy toned highlighter, and then the next one is going to be in the color what color? Oh, Darling. So both of these are going to be like extra what are these called? Extra dimension skin finishes, and without fail, every time I wear one of these highlighters, you guys ask me what highlighter I'm wearing, I go out, if people ask me what highlighter I'm wearing, like without fail, these 2 highlighters right here are just absolutely gorgeous on the skin. I just feel like I want to put some of this on. Let's put some of Superb on, but like, oh, look at that. Like, it's just so pretty, and it just really elevates, it just really elevates your look, and have like this goldeny, wet undertone look to them that I mean, I take these everywhere with me. I absolutely love them. I don't know what else to say about them besides you guys need to get your hands on these. These are incredible, and yeah, these have been my top two highlighters, hands down. Next highlighter that I have been loving this year is the Fenty Beauty highlighter, and this is in the color Trophy Wife. You guys know that I did a review and a tutorial on this, and this highlighter is absolutely beautiful. Now, I will say the only thing with this highlighter is I don't put it on too heavily. I put it on with a really light hand, just because it does have more of like a goldeny, like almost greenish undertone to it, which can come off looking weird, especially on someone that has like deeper skin, like myself. But it's just all around a beautiful, like this is a beautiful, beautiful highlighter. Gorgeous highlighter. I mean, beautiful on the skin. Every time I wear it, again, I get people that ask me, what highlighter are you wearing? And what I really love about this is the glitter specks that are in here. So when you are putting it on, if you go out into the sun and the sun hits you, your whole like face, your whole area that you put your highlighter on is like glistening and glowing and just illuminating. And I absolutely love that. I love a highlighter that can just make you look like a goddess, and this one certainly does that. And last but not least, the other highlighter that I have been loving this year is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit, and this is in the color, or the Glow Kit is in the name of it is Moonchild. Absolutely adored this highlighting palette all year long. Sorry, it's a little powdery. But looking at this, you know, you would think that something like this wouldn't be that great for someone with deeper skin tones. But oh my God, this highlighting palette is absolutely, it's gorgeous. It's goals. They give off almost like a holographic iridescent look. And if you guys know who like Justine Skye is, it just, I don't know, this highlighting palette is just, it's beautiful. It has like purples and greens, but then it has like that holographic bluish pinkish color, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. Like this highlighting palette is probably one of my favorite highlighting palettes, hands down. Right, love, so next, after I finish doing my highlighting, I will go in and contour, and I have 2 contour sticks and then 1 bronzer that I wanted to share with you guys that I have been loving. The first is going to be the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this is actually in the color Dark Coffee. This is a really, really good product if you are wanting to contour your face, and it's just a really, really good product overall. Next product is the Anastasia Beverly Hills stick foundation, and this is actually in the color Earth, and this is probably one of the best contouring sticks foundation things that you can use. This is what this looks like. It's just so creamy and just so like perfect. It's just like the perfect color to contour with. It's like it has the perfect undertone. It's just a beautiful, beautiful like color to contour with. I mean, I just don't really know what else to say about it aside from it's a great item to contour with. I use it every single day. It's super creamy, it's super easy, and I love, like I said, the undertone of this as well. It's like, it's not too dark, but then it has almost like that browny grayish undertone to really make it look like you are contoured, and love it. And then last but not least, the best bronzer, of course, that I used this year was the Bobbi Brown bronzer, and this is in the color Deep. And I don't know, I absolutely still love this bronzer. You guys have seen me use this for almost the past year and a half now, and I love it. It's a beautiful bronzer, especially on deeper skin tones. It just really adds like that warmth and that glow to your skin, without looking too orangey, without looking too like powdery or cakey or anything, and it's just an all-around great bronzer. As far as blush goes, my top favorite blush this year, aside from of course being NARS blushes in general, but is the NARS blush, and this is in the color Lovejoy. You guys have heard me talk about this blush, and it's just a beautiful like brownie reddish blush. I mean, it's just a beautiful like soft brownie blush color. It's an all-around beautiful blush color. It's very soft, and it has like just a romantic like soft pretty look to it. Moving on to eye products that I love this year. The first product is going to be MAC's Pro Longwear paint pot, and this is in the color Vintage Selection. This was my all-time favorite like paint pot that I used this year. It has a rosy, silvery undertone to it. It's perfect to put on the lids and put as a base before you go in with your eyeshadow. It's just an all-around beautiful, beautiful paint pot. I've worn this many times by itself, and this is certainly like a staple of mine. The next three products are going to be just single eyeshadows, and they're all from NARS, and they are the NARS Dual Intensity eyeshadows. The first color is the color Antares, and it's this color right here, which is like a pure silver, whitish silver color. I mean, I don't know what other way to describe it aside from like a whitish silver color, but this this eyeshadow right here makes the perfect inner corner highlight. I personally have never ever found another color like this that is this intense and just gives off the most beautiful inner corner highlight color. It's so nice. The next color is the color Himalaya, which is again another dual intensity eyeshadow, and it's this color right here, and it's going to be more of like a rosy toned, brownish, like rosy tone color. And as you can see, it kind of has like that dual shininess to it. But this color right here is just absolutely gorgeous. It's just such a beautiful color, and I mean, it's just a gorgeous, pretty brownie shade. That's the color right there on my middle finger. And then the last color is going to be the color Regal, and this is almost like Himalaya, except it's a little lighter. It's more of like a corally, rosy color, but again, it's still another dual intensity color, and I just love that color. It's just absolutely beautiful. I mean, that is that color right there. It's just a really pretty all around gorgeous lid color. So all three of these were my top picks for this year, just because they're just gorgeous. They're gorgeous on the lid, they're gorgeous as inner corner highlights, and they're just all around like perfect colors for your lid. So the last three eyeshadow products that I love this year are all going to be palettes. The first being this palette right here. This palette was so hyped up and so talked about, and for good reason, and this is the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. I mean, if you don't have this palette, like, you need to get this palette ASAP. This is what this palette looks like. As you can see, it has certainly been used up. Anytime I travel, I take this palette with me. It's just an all around gorgeous, beautiful palette. If you are a warm palette lover, these are your colors right here. The colors are super pigmented, and they just give off just the most beautiful, warm, natural, I don't know how to explain it. It's just a gorgeous palette. If you have this palette, you know that this is probably like one of your favorite palettes as well. And the next palette that I loved this year was the e.l.f. Prism palette, and this is the Naked e.l.f. Prism palette. You guys actually saw me use this in I think 2 or 3 tutorials, but I absolutely love this palette right here. It's just, the shades in here are just so beautiful, and they are just those really nice goldeny, neutral, natural shimmer shades, and all of the colors in here are all going to be shimmer shades. Here's one of the colors right there, but it's just a super pigmented shimmer shade, and they're just beautiful. I mean, these colors in here are just great lid colors. They're great inner corner highlight colors, and it's like the palette itself is like $5. Last but not least, as far as palettes goes, and eyeshadows goes, the palette that I was loving all year long was the Morphe 350 palette. I started using this palette at the beginning of this year, and I still use it. So I can see what the hype is all about with these palettes. As you can see, this palette is well loved, and it's just a perfect palette if you are someone that likes natural shades and neutral colors and warms and browns, and you like that whole vibe. This palette right here is absolutely perfect. The 350 palette is it's lit. It's great. Two eyeliners that I loved all year long were the Wet n Wild Kohl eyeliners. I have it in black, and then I also have it in brown as well, and they're just, I mean, basic quintessential Kohl eyeliners. You can't really go wrong with two good Kohl eyeliners. The black is super black, the brown is super brown, and they're just really good. And I think these are like 99 cents. So that's one of the things that I noticed this year, is that I dabbled in a lot of drugstore items this year, as opposed to previous years. And it may just be due to the fact that the drugstore was like popping this year. I mean, they had a lot of really good items, and they came through. Mascaras that I absolutely loved this year. The first was the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. I really liked the wand on this, and I liked how black it was, and I like how it made my natural lashes look. This is like really good at making your lashes look really wispy and stand up and just be like real wispy like and real full. So I love that. Also have been loving the L'Oreal Voluminous Superstar mascara, and you guys have actually heard me talk about this mascara before, and I really like this mascara. It comes with two ends to it, so one part of it is white, and that's the primer, and then the next part of it is either black or brown. This one though is actually in brown. It's so dark that it's brown. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's actually not black, it's actually brown. And I really like brown mascara. I never would have ever thought that I would be that person that would be into brown mascara, but really like this. So yeah. Last couple products are gonna be lip products, and then I have a really good setting spray that I wanted to share, and then we are done, guys. So the first product that I want to share with you guys, actually three products. The first three are going to be the Anastasia Beverly Hills matte lipsticks, and the first color is in the color Latte, and this is just an all around just beautiful like brownie nudish color. Thought that it was a great color. It's just like the perfect nude color lipstick, and her matte lipsticks are what kind of made me re-fall in love with wearing lipsticks, because I've been on such a liquid lipstick fiend. I've been like a liquid lipstick fiend for a while now, but I really like these matte lipsticks. They didn't budge, they didn't go anywhere, they weren't too drying. And then the next color that I really loved this year was the color Brandy, which is like a reddish, darkish reddish, almost oxblood color, and this is what Brandy looks like. I wore that a lot this fall season, and it's just an all-around gorgeous color. And then the last color that I loved was the color Rust, and Rust was like that true chocolate brownish color, and Rust was a color that I wore a lot too, so that's gonna be Rust right there, which is going to be more of like that chocolate color. Two other liquid lipsticks that I loved this year were the Tarteist lip paints. The first one is in the color Fortune, and then the other one is in the color Wannabe. But this is what these look like, and these are pretty much true to the color that's in the tube. So Fortune, which is the lighter one, is going to be more of like a perfect nude brown, and then the other one, which is Wannabe, is going to be a good like chocolate brown. Both of these colors are absolutely gorgeous on the skin, and yeah, they're great. Sorry if I sound a little out of breath. I'm like trying to speed it up so that, you know, the video is not too long. The next liquid lipstick color that I loved this year was another one by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is going to be in the color Sepia. And this is what this one looks like, and Sepia is actually the color that I'm wearing on my lips right now. It's just a really pretty, almost grayish tone, gray nude. I mean, that's really the best way to explain it, is it is almost like a gray nude color. But this color, beautiful color, it's perfect. Last two liquid lipsticks that I have are both from Stila Cosmetics, and they're the Stay All Day liquid lipsticks. And both of these colors right here are two colors that I wore all year long. The darker one is going to be in the color Nate, and then this one right here is in the color Rubino. Both of them are, I mean, they're just perfect. They're perfect liquid lipsticks. Nate is going to be almost like a plumish brown color. That is Nate right there. Really, really pretty. Again, it's going to be more of like a plummy brown. And then the other one is Rubino, and Rubino is going to be more of like a burgundy red, if that makes any sense. It's almost just like a really pretty Merlot burgundy-ish red. So that is what Rubino looks like, but those are what those colors look like right there. Absolutely gorgeous. And then, just not for nothing, I'll swatch the other Tarte ones. So I'll swatch Fortune, and that down there is what Fortune looks like. Really, really pretty. And then the other one was Wannabe, and Wannabe was going to be more of like that brownie chocolate color. And down there is going to be Wannabe. So those colors right there are like all of the liquid lipstick colors that have just, again, been in rotation for me all year long. Two lip glosses that I adored this year, again, are both by Anastasia Beverly Hills. The first one is in the color Gilded, and it's just one of her lip glosses. It's going to be more of like a, has more of like a golden undertone to it, but really, really pretty. That is Gilded at the end right there. That's gorgeous. Like, that is so pretty. I've worn this. I wore this so much during the summertime, and it's just an all-around beautiful lip gloss. It just, I don't know, it just adds that perfect glow to the skin and makes you look glowy and, I don't know, glowy. And then the last color that I loved all year long was the color Moon Jelly, and this is what this one looks like right here. It just has more of like that holographic undertone to it, but this color is just, again, this color is absolutely gorgeous as well. It's like a pinkish holographic color, but that is Moon Jelly right there. And I just thought that that color was just absolutely gorgeous. And then, like I said, you have Gilded at the end right there. So both of these colors were in rotation this past year as far as lip glosses. Last but not least, I don't have the original packaging for this, but this in here is actually the Boscia setting spray, charcoal mattifying setting spray. When I traveled, I actually had to throw out the Boscia one because it was too much in the thing, and I had to put it in the travel size, and I just never retook it back out the travel size because that would be silly. But that is what is in here. It is the Boscia charcoal mattifying setting spray. Absolutely love this setting spray. If you, again, have oily skin, this setting spray is perfect for you. It just locks in everything so that your makeup doesn't go anywhere, and it just locks it all into place. Those are all of the products that I absolutely loved this year. Everything that I talked about, of course, I will link down below for you guys. And then of course, if you guys have any comments or questions, feel free to leave those down below as well. I just want to say thank you guys so much for being on this journey with me all of last year, and continuing to be on this journey with me this year. I don't really have much else to say aside from I hope you guys have a wonderful day, have a wonderful new year, and I'll see you in my next video. All right, bye guys.